So today I'm going to cover the Take Action Fitness 3 phases to helping you get in shape and stay in shape. Now, unfortunately, most guys think that once they've dropped the unwanted body fat, that's job done. However, that couldn't be further from the truth. And getting in shape and staying in shape are two very different things. So today I'm going to cover all 3 phases that I implement here at Take Action Fitness to help you drop body fat, build lean muscle, and stay in shape for life. So phase 1 is obviously the fat loss phase. Whether you have 10 kilos of body fat to lose or upwards of 50 kilos of body fat to lose. Within this phase, we implement the tools which is going to be necessary for you to improve your overall nutrition, daily activity, and your ability to exercise and work out. And it's these 3 things combined which can enable you to consistently drop body fat over time and hit your target body composition. And how long this phase lasts is going to be completely depending on a few things. How aggressive you want to go, how much weight you have to lose, and ultimately how consistent you are. Now, once phase 1 has been completed, we then move you into phase 2, which is the reverse diet and lean build. Now, ultimately, if you don't move from phase 1 to phase 2, you risk the chance of regaining all of that lost weight back. Again, as I said, whether you've lost 10 kilos or 50 kilos, trust me when I say this, if you do not have the required tools in place after phase 1, you very much run the risk of regaining all that weight back again. So the key criteria within phase 2 is to help take you out of this deficit. You're currently sat here in your calorie deficit, whereas your maintenance calories are somewhere up here. So our goal is to close that gap over time by steadily increasing your calorie intake. So the fear here is that you're going to start gaining body fat. But like I said, the goal is to bring you back to maintenance, not a surplus. And increasing these calories over time will then allow you to have more freedom with food and food flexibility, and it's also going to help start improve your overall health markers and training performance. Now, during phase 1, there's nothing stopping you from building some lean muscle mass and getting stronger over time. But in phase 2, the goal now is to really double down on your efforts within the gym or within your workouts to start really improving that body composition from a muscle mass perspective. Now, phase 3 is where we solidify everything together. Now, again, if you skip phase 3, the chances are you don't quite yet have the consistency and the stability to stay in shape for life. You haven't been in that phase 2 for long enough to be able to navigate around all of those very unique scenarios, whether that's holidays, travels, busy weeks of work, or maybe the more extreme examples of having a new kid, changes in your lifestyle, moving countries, and changing homes, all of which have been very common situations within my client base. So finishing phase 2 is definitely going to put you in a better position than finishing up after phase 1. But phase 3, like I said, is where we really tie everything together. Now, the key in phase 3 is to make you more automatic. So you have the ability to basically start answering your own questions. You know how to navigate around busy weeks. You know how to get yourself back into routine after a heavy social weekend. Your weight is now maintaining within a steady range, typically going to be somewhere between 0 to 3 kilos of the final weight that you finished off in phase 1, unless you've gone into a deeper, longer-term muscle building phase. You've now brought your calories into a position where it matches your lifestyle. So that changes from one individual to the next. You might be implementing higher and lower calorie days. You might be implementing a solid structure from Monday to Friday with higher calories to allow for a more social or flexible weekend. Or you may just have a higher calorie day on a Friday because that's typically when you go out with friends or you have a date night with the other half. But the whole purpose of phase 3 is to ensure that now this framework can be implemented consistently for the long term. So whether that's your ability to maintain your current workout routine, to maintain your current step goals, and just to be in a position where you know how to chop and change your nutrition to fit your lifestyle. Whether that's planning and preparing for the socials and weekends, or just simply getting yourself back on track after a long holiday. And it's after these 3 phases where you finally are in a position where you can be confident in your ability to not only stay in shape, but to go on to thrive and challenge yourself in ways that you couldn't imagine possible. Hopefully you found that somewhat insightful, and any questions that you have, drop them in the comment section below. And if you want to inquire further about the Take Action Fitness online coaching, head over to my Instagram page at TA Fitness Online and drop me a DM.